Let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? Let's do it. My broken arm. How did it happen? Well, it happened because I asked for respect and I got respect. Let's go through the stages here. Let's figure out how this happened. July 9, this tweet was put out on the Revolution Pro Wrestling page. RKJ and Will Ospreay were brawling, and we were asked as contenders to try and help calm things down, and I did. I tried to talk some reasoning into RKJ.
And look, David Francisco just tried to stop him from using the... Oh my God!
Listen, I get that he was a hothead and he really wasn't thinking at the time, but that was absolutely unnecessary. As the revpro Twitter account said and put it, on Sunday in Sheffield, Dave Francisco proposed, he does something about it. RKJ versus Dave Francisco is official. Smart move or not, you have to admire the passion of the contender, and Sunday could well prove to be a career-defining night for him. I need you all to understand something about me. I'm petty. I'll admit, listen, people are imperfect, and this is my flaw. What can I say? I'm really petty. Tis what tis. We need to all learn to live with it, and I have learned to live with it, and this is the kind of thing that happens when you're like me. What else am I going to do? I said it. Done with this pressure to cower out just because I'm wearing a black shirt with the revpro logo. This is how you deal with it. I think I was spunked out, and I gotta do something about it. There is a certain idea that contenders need to keep a low profile, and they can't just call people out like that, but I'm sorry. Before I'm a contender, I'm David Francisco, and what else did you expect? Did you expect me to get kicked in the face and thrown a chair because I'm trying to help you not do something stupid and just take it lightly? No. I respect that Andy took my request and gave me the match that I wanted, so we did it. This is all footage from revproondemand.com, by the way. In Sheffield we did it. My debut in Sheffield, facing RKJ.
Look, he's offering David Francisco that hand, and Francisco pushed his it away. Look, Ricky Knight Jr. got caught up in the moment last week. He's so tunnel vision.
Let me tell you the mindset that I had at this moment. It was very important to me that RKJ, regardless of who you are, it's not about RKJ directly. Everyone in the locker room needs to understand. If you're there, and as soon as you're there, people try to mess with you, you need to affirm yourself. Right? You cannot let be messed with, because if that's the case, people are going to push you. This was about sending a message, and I needed to send that message. Ricky wanted to calm it down, he was asking to apologize, and I was out there to prove something.
I know David Francisco wants to prove a point. We spoke earlier on about
Yes, I do, Andy. I want to prove a point. This is... I know what's happening here, but I'm trying my best. I'm sorry. I want peace. The bell has started. I know what I was doing. I know what I want. I am in the ring with Ricky Knight Jr., sure, but I know what I want. Ricky Knight Jr., #1 contender for the Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship, did throughout these 10 minutes what I asked him to do and brought it. That was one of the worst beatings I've ever taken in my life. I'm happy to admit it. It's not about pride in that way. But check this out. The one time that Ricky Knight Jr. in that match acted in a way that didn't give the person he was wrestling the attention and the respect that they demanded, this is what happens.
Hey Ospreay, watch this. Do you hear that message for Will Ospreay? He said, watch this.
Ricky Knight Jr. has a message for Will Ospreay. I'm nobody's messenger.
Francisco moved out the way!
Inside cradle on top! No, Ricky's still out though.
Oh my goodness! Claymore kick!
That put away Remy yesterday!
This could be it! Oh no! RKJ kicked out! RKJ kicked out! Hidden blade! Oh my God! And there's a cover.
He's done.
Let the record show that Dave Francisco has kicked out of the hidden blade. I was so out by this time.
The hook of the leg, and it's over.
Here's what's important to me. Right here. As Joshy James, fellow contender, helps me out of the ring. I was telling him, but I was telling myself, it's the thing that I came in this ring to do. I didn't quit. I fought like I knew I could, and I showed Ricky Knight Jr. I'm still David Francisco. And I want to be treated with the respect that I believe I've earned, and I'll continue to earn. I gotta admit, I did not act in the best way either. When he was cool-headed, he came to me and apologized, and I wouldn't take his apology because I was determined to prove this point. So he basically gave me what I wanted. Ricky Knight Jr. showed me the respect of treating me like a worthy opponent and not pulling back on his punches. And I look back at that night, and I look back at that match, and I'm proud of myself because I've earned the respect of the man that would eventually become the Undisputed British Heavyweight Champion. I had a goal of being in the card of the at least one of the 2 nights of revpro's anniversary show. I posted this picture the afternoon of the 2nd day. Goal was to earn a spot on the card. Bittersweet, but RKJ showed me the respect of not holding back, treated me like I belonged in the ring with him, and I'll forever be grateful. This is key because it's all I ever asked for. So I said, today's the day. It has to be. Go get it, RKJ. And then I didn't tag the right revpro. Just don't focus on that. Don't focus on that. Focus on this. RKJ said, if I win, there's a shot waiting for you. And if the records books are correct, if I see this properly, I can see RKJ won. RKJ won. He's the current champion. So what I say is, no takesies backsies. No takesies backsies. I want my shot. It was tweeted. It's legally binding. I want my shot, RKJ. Just saying. Just saying. And that's the story of how I broke my arm.